Wow. Remember how I said if you get a spring, you lose? Okay, last time... I'll put Chip up here, actually. Last time, the Master Emerald got shattered because while we were out having fun, having a blast, blowing up Eggman's bases, he snuck over to the Hidden Palace and took the Master Emerald. And he wasn't going to give it back even after we beat him, so Knuckles, knowing how this works, shattered the emerald so that Eggman would think it's useless because he's too lazy to go out and collect the pieces himself. Then, immediately, we found a place that was, should be winter, but was experiencing a heat wave of unprecedented proportions because of probably something magical, or maybe it's just global warming. We'll see. I'll start with a shield. I think he can't handle the heat. Please, help him! Now we're going back class. We're doing... From the speed of... With our boy Shadow. I did not catch how much we need. It's like 4 million, right? Now. Per. Like 4.6 million. So we probably need like, I don't know. Just go to like 25 million. Hecky. I'm so excited about this, because this is, like I said, this is the first, like, meaty part of the plot of this game. It's full of the same, like, kind of little side stories as it's had the whole time, but it incorporates it well into, like, the overarching plot. Maybe well is a overstatement of, like, writing quality, but, like, I don't remember. I just have fun with my friends searching for emeralds. That's half of what these games are about. The other half is saving infants from robots. It's gem management and infant saving simulator. That is the two genres most Sonic games are. I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Sonic now. When you look at what we've been through so far in this game, it has been a lot of episodes dedicated to events, to be honest. We have the introduction that takes place before Lost World, establishing that Eggman's back, he's collecting minimals to power his robots again at an outstanding rate. Inspired after generations, surely. The Wisps are still here, they want to help. Eggman has bases everywhere. He was experimenting with new extractor technology that he's done once and will do again. And Sonic just failed me. Because he can't be trusted. I have to leave it up to Shadow. Outside of events, which probably all, like, take place post the main story, but who knows? We can sprinkle them in so far. We did the spring one. We did the Sonic's birthday, where everybody got a cameo. The spring event featured Merlina, of all people. And I don't remember what the other regular characters showed up in that. We missed out on the summer one because it just didn't happen because the events were behind. And then we did the Halloween one. which featured Rouge and Omega, and King Boom Boo. Can't forget Bing Boom Bomb. I don't know why I called him that. Nailed it, dude. Go, Chip, go. Look at how far Chip went. Chip's here, he can visit. He visited in the birthday event. Not sealed away in the planet as like Gaia. Probably just a projection, but, you know. Whatever. He can still help us collect all these... What do they call them? Chaos orbs? Chaos stones? They were featured in Unleash. They were just all yellow in there, and they gave us experience. Oh, I made a mistake! Not fine. I wasted my entirety of that use of my... Didn't land. You hear that magnet? Whee! Okay. And a whole lot of the plots since the establishing and the events have been side stories where we help out animals specifically in some way, if not for a random task, usually to destroy one of Eggman's facilities that are causing an issue for the animal. There was also just like we went treasure hunting at one point. It's a fun little rub. Now the Master Emerald has been shattered. That's important. How important is it? Depends who you ask. Important as it's a powerful relic that Eggman could use. And it's also important that it's Knuckles' livelihood. Nice lag there, buddy. Notably, there was an Omochao hanging out at the Hidden Palace, though. There's just Omochao everywhere. I feel like... So, we know that the Sky Sanctuary is a big old Chao garden these days, right? Whee! I wonder how many Chao still live on Angel Island. But I feel like it would be in character for Knuckles to trust a robotic Chao to, like, keep him informed about stuff. Like, that's one of the things he would definitely have brought home. It's like, hey, I'm doing a lot of hanging out since Sonic Adventure 2, when it was like, damn, I guess Rouge can just, like, come here and try to steal my emerald, huh? So I'm gonna need you to keep me posted. Probably brought one home from him back then, and that's why he was hanging out in Heroes, you know? Just like, I've got help. And then, like, 5 different aspects of it getting... 5 different instances of the Emerald getting stolen and or shattered. Later, Knuckles is like, alright, fine, I'll do it myself. No more hanging out. I'll be a lonesome cowboy like the fans want me to be. Right? Except war happened. War's about to happen. Keep that in your pocket. I don't want to replay Forces. It's fine. It's an extremely playable game. At this spring deep in the forest. Or... Becky says that this spring should be frozen solid at this point of the year. It's not even cold. I get the feeling we're getting nowhere. We're getting close to the source of this little heat wave. Let's keep going. And another spring for a spring. This one should be frozen too, right? Or yes, it's usually solid ice at this time of year. Still not getting any colder, huh? In fact, it's getting hotter. Which means we're getting closer to finding out what's going on. Look, this is gonna suck so bad. I need how many? Only 800,000? Okay. Turn everything off. I'll bring one of these and one of these just for emphasis. This is going to take less than one, hopefully. Now, that means I could have just gone a few more minutes if I paid closer attention, and I would have won. It would have been good. Oh, really? Okay. I could have just got that Scion Laser, and it would have probably taken me as far as I needed to go. I started actually mapping out the, episodes for Throw It Doesn't Throw It All Away. Throw It Doesn't Matter Away. Yes. That's what I should call episode 0. Because that's part of what helped me get started with It Doesn't Matter, and I've still sort of like been on the fence, even though it is... While I let the idea of, if I don't do that, I'm still going to be doing Superstars redo, a Sonic 4 redo, probably a Classic 3 redo. No! Oh, we're double what we need, never mind. Go down the hole. Go, ship, go! I love having 3 characters to play as. An alternate for heroes, a redo of battle, a redo of super secret rings when Project Reignition comes out, hopefully. A whole bunch of stuff. At the gates of Dr. Eggman's factory. Mwahaha! I didn't think I'd find so much energy around here to exploit. What a stroke of luck. And now I'll be able to make use of every last drop. We should have known you were behind this, Egg Breath. This factory's the reason it's gotten so hot all of a sudden. It was literally global warming, but localized. You know how much suffering you've caused, punk? Time to shut this down. Well, if it isn't my favorite fairy trio, but I'm afraid the only thing getting shut down today will be you! Mwahaha! Hot chocolate for the heat wave. I always want hot chocolate. I would have such an improved life if I had regular access to chocolate milk. Hot or otherwise. Alright. Indigo is good for collection, so is Drill. This. In case we hit a pinch. Never know when you're gonna hit a pinch, especially because I don't... I'll never part with my precious energy. Never! I don't think they say how he's obtaining energy here. It's mostly just there's an absurd amount of excess heat from his factory due to it. Probably also smog. Oh, not this one again. And I missed. I probably should have left that for... if there was a red ring. Ah, that was bouncing higher than I thought it was. Or lower than I thought it was. Missed. Yeah. Flying is probably the best one for this. It's hard to hit the ones that are on the ground. See? Well, I missed. Okay, we still have Omega. I think Charmy can do this. I think Charmy's got what it takes. For the distance. There we go. Gotta get that very quick right before it jumps. Hey. No, I have the Devil Chaos on as a buddy, but I don't know if destroying Eggman counts as an enemy defeated that you get a bonus for. That's what that does. Angel Chaos gives you a ring bonus increase. RC Blockface, everybody's favorite Zomon feature. Sorry, what was that about shutting us down? Oh, do be quiet. Do you have any idea how it feels to wave goodbye to all that beautiful energy? Anyway, time to beat the tactical retreat. Maybe it was Cole. Tails, Knuckles, do your thing. Put this factory out of action. I guess it could have also been natural gas. Hold on, Sonic. Yep, temperature should start dropping now. It might take a while to be back to normal now. Work, work! Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, okay, no Emerald Shard here. That's a lot of red rings there. You know what we haven't done in a while? The hunt for the Master Emerald. After shutting down Eggman's factory, the gang finds Pocky waiting with some important information. Well, we managed to deal the Eggman's factory, but what are we doing about the Master Emerald? Someone's coming this way. Eek, eek. Hey guys, listen, Pocky has something to tell you. Eek, eek, eek. What's up with him? He seems kind of excited. He says he's just seen a shooting star, a green one. This has to mean something, right? Could that be one of the Master Emerald fragments? I wonder. Which way did the shooting star go, Pocky? Eek, eek. There's a shot off in that direction. Alright, we'll track down. Thanks, Pocky. This way! I haven't done one of these in a while. I don't think there's, like, something special. What are our odds right now? You get knights. We'll wait until the Christmas special. I'm sure there's gonna be one. Give me that, though. We're switching to power. One of these combos. Green shooting star, let's investigate. Shooting star. What was I thinking? Yeah, okay, one of the, like, animal side stories that I wanted to remind us of, which is, like, what I consider to be the hard line of this happens after Sonic Lost World, was the time that, we recruited a bunch of animals to fight back. We taught them how to stand up to Eggman in general, so he has started having to do more of these, like, clever tricks to outsmart the animals since then, which he's been mostly doing. Usually it's indirect interference with the animals, but still plenty of them are being captured. That's what we're doing. We're still cleaning up that mess. That's a constant mess that we're cleaning up, if these games are to be taken literal. Like, they're honestly, probably the most genuine way to play Sonic 1 would be to locate and destroy every badnik, which would be the wildest way I could approach a redo of Sonic 1, but I'm considering it. Problem is, I also want to actually do, like, an All Emeralds run on that redo. The thing that I'm going to let me do that is that I'm not going to do Triple Trouble 16-bit on that same episode. You know I'm proficient with Sonic in Sonic 2 all emeralds. Assuming it's not the classic version, I can't get the emeralds for my life in that. Apparently, I get stumped at the fifth emerald. That level's too hard without several retries, so not in one run. But in Absolute, with the newer 3D model of special stage that's actually fun instead of a horrifying memorization struggle, I speedrun that, so. And my all Super Emeralds run is pretty solid still, even though I didn't, like, put a ton of practice into it, on even just, like, classic Sonic 3 and Knuckles, without the air's tiny bit of quality of life, mostly in the form of Tails' ability to do a flight assist. So, like, I'm not worried about how long those two will take. It'll never be a repeat of my literal first two streams. On that note, I was thinking, I would do every story on this redo, right? So that's sort of an inspiration of where Sonic Heroes made me start thinking, is because I could just pump that into a couple episodes as it stands, maybe even 3 episodes. I might dedicate 3 episodes to Sonic Heroes, because they come in groups of 3. You know? I don't know, I would have to see how good I'm willing to get. I already needed to learn Speed Tech to be, like, okay at streaming it. So I might sort of just go the whole 9 miles. 9 yards? When you're running this fast, it's 9 miles. 9 kilometers. But yeah, so Knuckles' story in 3 would still have to happen. That could just be a full New Game Plus then, because the reason in the first place that I was like, we're doing 7 emeralds for Sonic, Tails, and 7 emeralds for Knuckles, was because that is what makes Triple 16-bit the most canon. But it doesn't really have to matter. In fact, you could argue that those are just the powered-up Chaos Emeralds anyway. They took them back from Hidden Palace, and Knuckles brought them home with him, put them back in the Hidden Palace for safety. Because they're like, hey, you know what? These got stolen because we took them with us again. What if we give them to the one whose lifelong mission is to guard emeralds? Sounds reasonable to me. And outside of, like, side stuff, there's, like, wouldn't be another... it would be Sonic, Superstars that would pick up the emeralds next. If I remember. No, actually, Tails brings them to Cocoa Island in the continuity I established. So he's like, okay, after something's gonna happen. They get their... God, I love this. I love this overarching story that nobody knows what the hell's going on with. It's so fun for me. Yeah, that's like what I'm trying to fit in. There will be 0.5 episodes for stuff that doesn't quite matter quite as much, such as fan games and, like, the great this can fit here with a little tweaking segment that I put on my timeline, if you'll recall. It features prominently Sonic R. And could fit things like Sonic the Fighters if we don't want to go with my Sonic 4 headcanon. And, honestly, Sonic Robo Blast 2. Very solid fit in there. Sort of acts like a preface to Sonic CD in terms of, like, how I've interpreted it, which I don't know if that was the point, but it makes it a lot more workable. I don't think I'm playing Sonic Robo Blast 2, though, because I don't like Sonic Robo Blast 2. You know that thing where I'm really bad at it because I don't understand the controls? Because it's Doom, but Sonic? And I play too much Sonic Adventure for that to make sense to me. Oh, I should use the magnet there, that would have been perfect. Okay, perfect. Game is so high octane. That was the end? I didn't even get to use my magnet control combo. I lost so many lives very fast that time. How long was my starting segment? Clunk, clank. Egg pawn alert. Yeah! Clank. There's no shortage of Eggman robots around these parts, huh? Keep your guard up, everyone. Look, it's Flicky. Have you seen a green shooting star around here, Flicky? Cheep cheep. Flew over that way, huh? Oh, sure. Okay, you sure? Okay, thanks, pal. Come on, guys. There's no time to waste. Okay, so 4, 3... well, so we need 5,300 something. Easy peasy. Chicken cheesy. Mmm, delicious. I'm not wasting another magnet, but I'll waste another drill. I'm gonna do my, tactic that wasn't quite working in the event. Sippy! Man, I want to play multiplayer Sonic games on screen. And I don't just mean, like, the obvious ones, like, what if I got Knuckles Chaotix working? Maybe Parsec is the way to do that, because the... fuck Retro Arc, and... I don't understand Fusion's net play set. I mean, I understand how it works, but I don't have the capability of working it out myself. And, like, Parsec's right there. Superstars Sonic 4 Episode 4 to Episode 2 42. But even like, I'm thinking a lot about free multiplayer competition mode. Triple Trouble has a competition mode that has like a side story. I haven't like really looked into all the side stories in that. You can just play as whoever. I think the playable characters are Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Fang, and Metal. Like, I think that's all of them. I might have added, like, 2 additional ones to that. I know Fang's playable. It would be weird if Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were not. Also, things like, so like, if you just map it to the same controller, you can have, you can do a situation, I was watching Jeeple do this, where you play Sonic Heroes, but by the honor system, you simply let another person control a different character. You're each assigned one character. Which would be amazing. That would require 2 people. I guess, like, in the terms of competition modes, though, like, Sonic Rivals is built for that, right? There's 2-player in Adventure 2. I probably, like, talked about this feeling before about wanting to play these on stream, because I haven't played these on stream. These scenarios, it's like... Would that be like the... oh my god, but like, Drift is a Game Gear game. I don't even know what the multiplayer on that is like. Get him, Knuckles. We're almost there. I didn't even do the tech I was going to do. I was going to drill. I don't like that. But I was going to do this for the most of the first part. Alright, we are, like... 100th place away. 100,000th place away. That one. We're there. We're good. Now I have to break the habit and let Knuckles die. Boy. We're gonna get a nice, maybe 4 arcs, 4 chapters a thing at this rate. Said it went this way, right? Huh, looks like there's someone over there. Whoa, wait, Metal Sonic! Hey look, Sonic, he's carrying a piece of the Master Emerald. Hey, Metal Sonic, hand that over right now. Or I'll make ya! He's making a break for it! After him! Alright, we got a sub-chapter to this chapter. Metal's back. We saw Metal get into the fray of this. That was actually the first step. Not for the Master Emerald too! Look, Metal Sonic has run off with a fragment of the Master Emerald. Sonic and friends set to find hot pursuit. Come on, we need to get after this Metal Sonic. Yup, it's gonna be a fast one. That's like the first thing that Eggman did when it's like, okay, so the animals are gonna fight back? Well, get a load of this! And then Metal Sonic was in play, and oh boy. Things got intense. Ask me about Metal Sonic's history throughout the series. Ask me about how many tornadoes there are. Give us the fragment, Metal Sonic. Ask me about Eggman's ongoing energy crisis. Ask me about the dwindling relevance of the United Federation. Stop switching to Sonic. I guess we can stay as Sonic. Sonic has to follow Metal. I know that the weirdest thing about Shadow and Metal's relationship is that they are on better terms with each other than Shadow and Eggman are. Like, Shadow hasn't trusted Eggman since battle. He'll reluctantly team up with him in situations like Rivals. But he destroys his bases out of a hobby, as established in this, and fortified in Forces. I guess at the very least, Forces is, the big source of that, because that sort of leads to Infinite in the first place. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's probably how I'd handle Forces this time. When I first streamed it, I was like, okay, we'll do episode Shadow when Shadow appears. But no. I would probably do episode Shadow and then start a new game to replace a completed file. And we get to remake a little avatar. Probably wouldn't be a green rabbit this time. In fact, we should make it, pale yellow wolf. He'll be our Wispin expert. Maybe we'll give her a cloak. And a lemur girlfriend. To be gay as hell with. Yeah, that's a good idea. You don't get a name in that, so we'll have to think of something later. This game, have I mentioned? I have, like, most episodes. This game feels really good. I just like playing this game. It has not gotten old. I don't go out of my way to play it anymore, which is why streaming it helps, but... This is... They have boiled down the essentials to what makes 2D Sonic Speed feel good in this. And I don't know how... I do know how it died. I think we've been over this. It wasn't a money farmer. It had ads, which were annoying, but beyond that, it wasn't asking you for money at every which way for, like, gifts and nonsense. I think there was, like, an easier chance to get characters if you did, like, a premium thing, which would, like, permanently get rid of ads. So it's like, damn. But there wasn't, like, how in Rumble, the same way that Forces Speed Battle does, like, every other screen, it's stopping you to be like, you want to open this present? You want this special skin? Pay money. Pay just $2, and then you'll pay another $2 for this set. Like, the microtransactions were as expected of predatory mobile game in those two, that it just wasn't there in Runners, as far as I remember. In fact, I'm pretty sure I didn't pay money. So my original version that I played was, like, sort of like the proto-release before they added the ads. And then on a new phone, I got the one with the ads, and at some point there was just no ads. Maybe they did that because they already planned on killing it off, but, like, I don't know, if I didn't have a period where my phone literally died from overheating because it... I think literally playing Sonic Runners made it too hot, so, like, one, like, one poorly placed impact on what was a phone designed for impacts kinda did away with it, and I think it is because it was experiencing so much heat. So, you know, I'm, for one, not, like, a great point in this game's favor, but I'm willing to forgive it because I don't buy expensive phones. I get the cheapest shit I can possibly do. Which was a huge mistake lately. I can't run anything on my current thing. It's supposed to have better specs than the phone prior to the one I last had that broke. Which honestly, I think... I don't know why the previous one stopped working. If it stopped working. Maybe it was just the wrong carrier at that point. But it runs so much heavier because it's full of modern-ass bullshit. And it doesn't know how to allocate its RAM properly. So, you know, the phone makers like to make shit up. Oh, that was good. Maybe we'll get... Oh, drill? Drill with magnets is really good for this area. It's what it's made for. Not quite the cyan laser that would have... Actually, it's probably way better than cyan laser. Where's Shadow go? Oh, that was not a good time. I should have known that was not a good time for, combo boost. No, my combo! No one was happy about this. I want Prince. No! Eggman! Bastard! Oy. My one weakness, springs. Well, that wasn't optimal. Switch to Sonic. Oh, that wasn't a switch to Sonic like I hoped it would be. Well, we need like 1 million more, probably. Good. Alright. Get him, Chip. Alright, let's keep up the pattern of needing like 2 points left. Like less than a full segment. %40 chance of magnet effect with power type. Clunk clank. More egg pawns, huh? Take this. Egg pawns can mean only one thing. Eggman must have a base nearby. Metal Sonic's leading us to it. And we better keep out our wits about us. The robots are only going to get rougher and tougher from here on out. Invincibility. Clunk clank. Super pawns, egg pawns, not on my watch. This area is pretty well guarded. Base must be close. We can't let Metal Sonic deliver the Master Emerald Fragment to Eggman. 244,000, and that is all. Do you know what that is? That is a single cyan laser from Shadow, probably. Let's test this theory. And if the theory's wrong, Chip can do the rest. Almost. Within a few seconds of simply running to get to that. And because of Chip, we still have double. Means I could have just, like... I don't know. That was the fastest way that was going to happen. Heavy Bomb! Why didn't you make Heavy Bomb designed like Heavy Bomb? Zip! Ah, there you are, Metal Sonic. I trust you successfully recovered the Master Emerald Fragment, hmm? Metal hands over the fragment. Excellent. But I see you brought some unwelcome guests with you too. Curse you, Sonic. I know you love me, really. Now hand over the Master Emerald Fragment. Ah, come and get it. I don't think there's any instance of Wolfhog in this. I know Reloaded was made it a playable character. Oh, actually. I'm incorrect. Very incorrect. We can get this right now. Bam. New friend unlocked. We need our battle party. If you want the fragment, come get it, sang Eggman. We're gonna have plenty of red rings by the time one of the things happen. Alright, this is an easy one for both flight and power. Say, and then I get stabbed. Stabbed with a drill missile. It's funny, because these are just called missiles. I don't think there's... Wait. What was I saying? I don't think these are reoccurring missile types, but, like, it's similar to that the spike balls are just called iron balls, and they have been the entirety of the series. There have been spike balls since Sonic 1, and they have always been just called iron balls. It's like... a thing. There's definitely more suited to power. I say, and then I get blasted. I missed. You know what that means. We have to unmiss. Anyway, if you meant narratively, there's no Wolfhog, no. But you can do a power run with Chip, and it's not going to help that much because Chip is speed, but you can do it. In fact, you can... I've done this before, it's funny. You you can make Sonic and, Wolfhog your two characters. God, I hate this. Keep getting hit. Can't keep the springs for my life. With Chip as your partner, and switch between them as the day changes in the background, because it kinda does. Jeez. This is rough. There's so many springs. I say, and then he doesn't do any springs. Next. How charming. Rappy. Our favorite Fantasy Star Online. Remember when I was considering doing all of Fantasy Star Online? That's an RPG series? I don't know, maybe in the future if I'm still streaming when I'm 40. Oh, the humiliation! Ow! Eggman dropped the fragment on the ground. We did it, guys. We got the Master Emerald fragment back. Yeah, I suppose I'll let you win this one. Come on, Metal Sonic, let's get out of here. So we get one of the Master Emerald fragments. Now we can get the rest. Come on, there's no time to lose. Right, I think we can do one more chapter. Ricky's request. Ricky found a tree that can't be cut down, no matter how hard he tries. It's time for Sonic to give it a try. Ooh, ooh. Hi Sonic, hi Tails, hi Knuckles. Ricky's got a favor to ask. What is it, Ricky? Ooh, ooh. He says there's a tree over there that you just can't seem to cut down. We'd like you guys to give it a try instead. I may not be able to cut it down, but I bet I can smash it to the ground. Come on guys, let's take a look. Oh, they said Sonic's gonna give it a try, but no, it's Knuckles. Knuckles about to be knocking. Knock Knuckles, it's Knuckles. I'm going to... put the up dog. This is not the efficient way to do this, but it's how I'm gonna. Just so we can see. Ooh, okay, we got a lot more magnets suddenly. I like that. Show me the tree. I wanna smash it. What's going on over here? If I'm remembering correctly, when you start with the Wolfhog, he just does a mild sprint. Pretty much is like max speed when you're walking in the game. Instead of sacrificing a shield, it's fine. You have another shield, it's fine. The whole playing as side characters in this thing is like... Doesn't matter if it makes sense, you know, in a way. So having the Wolfhog around, it can be a fun little callback. I would not, like, bat an eye if it, like, happened for real. I'm not quite sure about how Crossworlds does it. Styx is also in this. And I think, actually, fucking Ian Flynn was being cheeky about this game specifically when referencing Styx in Frontiers. Which I would love, a reminder, I would love Styx to be in this continuity so that she's not stuck. She wasn't in Rise of Lyric, so she's not a big red button character. She was in Shattered Crystal. I'm pretty sure. That was her introduction. That's a Sonic Team game. That was Sonic Team's damage control to try and accommodate for what the horror that was happening with Sonic Boom. Very in the similar way of Sonic Rivals was supposed to be for 06, because they were both they were both Kashi Iizuka side projects to a game that otherwise to the main game he had nothing to do with. That's my understanding, if I remember how I read the credits. Caveat, my brain is made of mush and potatoes. It's so good. Yep, flow. Sometimes I hit a flow state and then I completely leave it immediately. There it is. I missed. Yeah. Puppy. Well, we got to see the double jump at least, which is unique. He has a unique double jump, and then I fell it on a hole because my flow was broken. And my combo was broken as well. Unfortunate. Magnet. I should have used Magnet. Like, even if I'm not using my drill for this, that'd have been the optimal time for Magnet. I should have let myself go on the slope. Whoa. It just became extremely clear to me. Oh, I'm glad I didn't use the magnet. How Sonic Unleashed Wolfhog mechanics have bled into basic Sonic mechanics. Initially through Lost World, but more thoroughly through Frontiers of all things. It's just, it was way faster in that. But like the whole hold down R button to do the boost, or which is in a lot of cases just more like a run, which originated with the Wolfhog, not with Lost World. That's like the standard now. No. I still want a Chaos-based game that plays like the Wolfhog, because all of the Dark Gaia powers are based on Chaos somehow, and this was part of the connecting through line that has been retconned. by Chaos being the descendant of aliens, like all the other Chaos. Chows. Chow. Still thinking about that cutscene in Sonic Colors. You robots can't tell the difference between a Chow and an alien? What a loaded thing. Naturally, Chow are the naturalized version of the ancients onto the planet Earth, which is why they evolved that way. But with enough emerald power, such as if you designated one Chow to be a guardian, you can perhaps become an immortal, liquid ancient being, like Chaos. This is all relevant to this current discussion in this game right now because of the Master Emerald, I promise. Where's Knuckle? Where's Chaos? Chaos is a buddy in this. Chaos should be helping protect the Master Emerald, I think. Whoa! That was weird. Doing this. That was so weird. Beautiful. Get all those animals, yes! We're so close. We're so close to... Hubris! Jinx! Oh, that was garbage. That was entirely on the grounds that the wolf hog just goes further. Nonsense. Shenanigans. Red crystal monster, which is a Dark Gaia beast. Clunk, clank. Look out, Egg Pawn. Yeah. Clank. Nice work, Tails. Hey, we all have to do our bit if we want to keep the animals safe. Clunk, clank. Super Egg Pawn. This one's all yours, Knuckles. You betcha. Yeah. Egg Pawn down. Okay. It's a little more than, like, what was otherwise just, like, pathetic. I need my girl. I like that Blaze is so high up on this list. She's higher up than Rouge, which maybe I wouldn't, like, do that as much as Blaze is my favorite. But, I appreciate it. When I was originally, like, thinking about how this would go, when I try to stream it, I thought that perhaps these segments where I have to play over and over again would be so egregious that I would want to do half of them offline, like the interim. In fact, I might do part of that for the next one, because the next quest, I'm pretty sure, is the one we did, or it doesn't matter, 25.34, the Sonic Runners example stream, before we did Runner's Adventure. Nice! That was good. Let's bank these rings. Oh, there we go, we're good. We can end now. Please, we can end now. No, I think I still want to do it. I don't know. We'll see. Ricky! In the shade of Ricky's uncuttable tree. Look, look! This is a tree you can't cut down, right, Ricky? Okay, leave it to me. I'll show you what I can really do. Kerblam! Crash! Whoa, you uprooted the whole thing! Heh, that felt good. Wait, look, it's hollow, and there's something inside. Sonic pulls out an old crumpled piece of parchment. It looks like some kind of map. Not just any map. A treasure map. My favorite kind. Come on, guys. It's treasure hunting time. Forget about the Master Emerald. Fuck. It's treasure time. Also, was that a metal tree? The Dragon Squirt. Yes, this is my favorite one. The map Sonic and Pals found is actually a treasure map. Time for a spot of treasure hunting. Beep, beep, beep. Let's see. Yep, there's no doubt about it. That map Knuckles found is 100% authentic treasure map. Whoa, sweet find. The pad says shows the location of a huge hoard of treasure collected by a dragon who used to live here among the volcanoes. We gotta go find it. We'd be crazy not to. Yeah, we'll do that later. Don't worry. That's a solid run through. That's 4. I love it. It's good. Yeah.